What is going on, everybody? Hope you lot are well. Today, we are taking a first look at Sonic X Shadow Generations. We are playing on Nintendo Switch 2. Full disclosure, code for the game was provided by the publisher, but please keep in mind it's not paid content and publisher has no control of my critical opinion of the game. Let's get into it. Our Switch 2 coverage starts. We had an unboxing that just went live on YouTube. We're going to have a couple of backward compatibility videos that go up, and we're going to check out some of the launch lineup. So this is the first one we're getting into. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Shorter video of this will be up on YouTube. Longer video will be up on Twitch. Still, I would say getting the hang of Switch 2, but the menus and everything all very similar. So I'm just putting it through its paces for performance and stuff. So that's why I decided to go with this first. The game I know and this game I love. It was in my favorite games of last year. Like legitimately top three. I think is probably the best 3D Sonic game ever made, especially the Sonic Generations, Shadow Generations part. Reason I didn't cover it on Switch One was because it didn't run at 60 FPS. We covered the Xbox Series version. That video is up on the channel. If you want to compare and contrast, go check it out. But yeah, the big difference is Switch One. Both games were locked at 30 and they fluctuated. Now Sonic Generations, and like back up a little bit if you don't know what this is a collection of a remaster of the Sonic Generations game that came out on like the PS3 era. So it's that, and then there's a brand new game called Shadow Generations. Yeah, like it's like a 4 or 5 hour from start to finish. And it's like made in the vein of Sonic Generations. It's fine. Like, spoilers if you came for reviews, whatever. Fantastic. It's fantastic. The only reason, again, I didn't want to play it on Switch because I felt it would have fitted that platform perfectly. This game runs very fast and 60 FPS is very important. So yeah, the big thing they changed here is like it's like a higher res and everything. But Sonic Generations runs at 60, and Shadow Generations has an option in the menu to run it at performance or quality. If you put it on performance, it runs at 60 or thereabouts, because we'll see if we get any drops or anything. And quality puts it at 30. The way they go about that is I think they lower the resolution a bit. So what we do is we'll play a little bit of Sonic Generations, then we'll move over to Shadow Generations. We'll chop that all together for one video. If you get this, there's a little bit of controversy around this. Actually, we should talk about it because even though the game came out on Switch 1, a lot of some Switch 1 games are getting upgrades, right? You can do a paid upgrade. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a paid upgrade for this, so people are rightfully so upset at that. So maybe Sega should make that option. Anything else to talk about? So yeah, that was a shame. So if you want to play the better performing, better looking version, you have to fork out full money over again if you bought the Switch 1 version. Again, they're separate like launchers within the game. They got their own options and everything. If we quickly just go to options here, so I can quickly show you, it's all very similar to PS5, Xbox ports. I've turned the music a little bit down here and here. So if you go into display settings, there's nothing here. It's just 60 FPS by default. And again, if you go into Shadow, there's two options here. What I was saying is, if you buy this now on the Switch 2 version, there's actually some free skins available. Maybe we'll check this out in a second. Actually, if I go back here and show you, you can get some retro skins free for the Switch and Switch 2 versions. Let me just, if we go additional content, yeah, these, then you can change it to the Sonic Jam skin or the Sonic Adventure skin. Somebody reminds me where quickly have a look at that. And then there's a couple of versions of this on the store as well. I think there's a deluxe edition with like extra content, and that has like there's some movie tie-in stuff with let me just start a new save here. There's some movie tie-in stuff with the third Sonic movie, also a great movie. What am I, like a full ad for Sega today? No, legitimately, I didn't really like the first two Sonic movies. These is a nephew was watching the third one. I was like, wait, this is actually kind of decent. Jim Carrey on fine form again. Keanu Reeves plays Shadow. Whatever. I think third movie is good because Jim Carrey does like a double role, right? So like this is how you get the best out of him. I don't think he's been that funny for a while. So, anyway, is this a review of the first Sonic movie, or is it a review of the game? So yeah, if you've not played Generations, you don't know how it works. There's Act 1 and Act 2. Act 1 is usually like side-scrolling levels, reimagined in like 2.5D graphic style, right? And then Act 2 is usually like full Sonic adventure style, like behind you camera. And then Shadow Generations is like similar. I got it. It may be a bit weird, you know. Switch 2 just came out. First game I decided to cover was a port, and obviously we're going to be doing these first looks over the next couple of weeks. But like, it's an interesting conversation to be had, right? Like with the power of Switch 2 now, we probably are going to be getting a lot of ports from the PS4 era, right? That was a great era. But you know, the conversation is as like this is probably power-wise comparable to a PS4 Pro, right? So, you know, don't be surprised if there's rumors of that Red Dead Redemption 2 port coming to next gen. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced the Switch 2 port also. So, I mean, I got no problem with that. There's a lot of quality games on PS4 generation, right? And the underhanded comments that I'm probably making myself as well. Just not like, you know, PS5 and what doesn't really feel like a new generation. They're not really pushing graphics that much. This like that generation still feels like the PS4 generation. So now with the Switch 2 releasing and it being way more powerful, you know, it will fit perfectly. I know people want to see new games and everything, which I'm sure Nintendo will give us over time. But a lot of those ports that you couldn't get, you know, or running badly now will be running well. Like that Hogwarts Legacy port. Alright, scream at me. That Hogwarts Legacy port I heard is way better now. Obviously the Breath of the Wild games with the paid upgrade run way better. That'd be my recommendation though, if you're buying this for family and younger audience. If you're gonna buy a couple of games, I would say the Hogwarts Legacy Switch 2 version, this, and like Mario Kart, obviously, right? World. If you are buying the day one and you're not like waiting, also a viable option if you just want new games.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
So again, yeah, this is just like a remastered, right? They haven't, as you can see from some of these cutscenes, they haven't like redone the game or anything like that. Rip ears.
What? Sonic, what is that? What's it doing?
Where am I?
Neverland. We could have skipped it, but I just want to show you the, like, you know, I heard like even on the like next gen versions, the cutscenes were a bit weird, right? And a bit like they weren't stable frame rate wise. Right, so if we press up here, all right, there you go. Now we see the start of the show.
You can do a homing attack whenever a lock-on occurs
All right, got it, got it,
Zero
got
in
it.
on enemies and take them
Oh,
down.
he's so smooth. I mean, I shouldn't say we just started, but like, you know, compared to the Switch 1 version. Oh, okay, wow. So good at games. Count 10. I just wanted to show you the loading times, how much better they were.
You can do a homing attack whenever a lock-on cursor appears after jumping. Zero in on enemies and take them down. Hold down the boost button for a boost of speed. Once the boost gauge on the lower left is empty, you can no longer
Oh, we're doing it!
defeat enemies or collect rings to refill the boost gauge. Slide to move under obstacles.
I hope my capture is okay as well. I haven't had the chance to put it through its full paces. My Amazon delivery was like a week late here in the UK, so you know, blaming them. I hear Smith's Toys was the best in the UK, right? I'll remember that for next time. For pre-orders, people did warn me. Don't know what Amazon, they're not great for pre-orders. Mistakes were made. Yeah, I mean, for anybody who's curious, I'm having a little, we haven't got enough, and nobody has enough these days, HDMI ports on the back of their TVs and everything. So I'm using HDMI switcher, and I heard that Switch 2 doesn't work well with the HDMI switchers, a lot of them anyway. I'm having that similar issue anyway. I've been bug testing all of that, which I'm sure like most people probably won't experience. They're probably gonna disconnect their Switch 1 and connect the Switch 2, but you know, the way I'm fixing it is I'm getting almost like an issue, like say it's a bad HDMI cable, but not really. I just have to go into the settings and set it to 720p and then reset it to 1080p, and then it seems like it gets a proper lock on. Otherwise it just gives me like a flickery screen and a almost like speckles. That's the right word for it. Like the picture here has dots all over it. I'd be curious if anybody else is experiencing that. Again, I don't think that's a. Actually, I can't say this 100%, but I'm hearing it's a HDMI switcher issue. If I had time, I would disconnect it and test it without, but then I can't capture all this footage. Why did I let go of the boost? Why? I'm trying to think in the like PS5 Xbox version, do you like warp away there? Or do you run through it? Back to my... You hear like it looks a bit stuttery here, so I wonder if it goes to a lower frame rate in the cutscenes.
Thanks, Sonic. That was
The texture's
awful.
on his gloves though.
I couldn't tell where I was or what had happened. Ugh, like I was trapped in a nightmare.
Well, you're safe now, and that's what's important. Is it just me, or does Green Hill look different?
This isn't South Island, and all the color and life's been drained from it. Totally strange.
Totally.
No stranger than fighting evil genies or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. Right now, we should focus on finding our friends.
We can start over there. That skyline looks familiar, but I can't be sure.
Well, that's as good a lead as any, Tails. Back in a flash.
Wow, that
There's
was
the
crazy,
2.5D version.
You weren't kidding. It's like you never left.
I wonder how long those free skins offer is going to last. Is it permanent, or is it just Sega doing it to get people to purchase it day one? It's interesting how they're handling Switch 1 and 2 versions on the Switch 2 eShop. You can now switch between the two Sonics. Press X to switch Sonic and use both to explore the world. Alright, got it. Search for whatever. Alright, let's go. Switch, switch Sonic before entering stages. Gates to access either Act 1 or Act 2. Act 1 lets you play side-scroller style stages with easy-to-learn Sonic controls. In Act 2 stages, you will switch gameplay between side-scrolling 2D and 3D forward view. Alright, got it. You can play Act 1 Act 2 in any order. Act 1 tends to be easier though. I got it. They do this a little bit different in Shadow Generations, right? You don't have to switch between 2D, 3D Sonic. You just select Act 1 or Act 2 and then lets you play the 2D or 3D. So another issue I've been having, no, I don't, this is not with this game, but obviously we're going to talk about Switch 2 while we're playing this also. Yeah, playing this portably, the Joy-Cons, because they've made L and R like mouse buttons, right? So they come around more than they did on the Switch 1 controls. So especially in Sonic, I was experiencing this where I was getting accidental inputs because where I rest my hands when you're holding the Switch 2 portably, I was always getting that quick dodge left. Because if you press, when you're on behind the shoulder camera, if you press L and R, you could do dodge left or dodge right. That's not something I've heard a lot of people talk about. Again, that's a Switch 2 issue. That's the controller issue, especially if you've got like bigger hands. And yeah, then I played Marvel vs. Capcom, and I was having a similar issue. I was getting accidental hits of the button, and my hands aren't like crazy. I mean, go watch our unboxing video. You can leave a comment on that. Like, they ain't ginormous. Them wanting to use the Joy-Con 2s as mouse buttons, yeah, that's the issue. So right now I'm playing with my Mayflash and a third-party controller. Well, not third-party. I'm playing with an Xbox controller. I love that controller. Uh-oh. Xbox One controller, I should say, not Series. Those controllers are not great. They're downgrade. I get it. Did not work. So yeah, all accessories and all that still work. Third-party accessory makers have started to release like firmware updates for their controllers, like 8BitDo and stuff. Not every single one of their controllers work, but like a lot of them have started to release software updates, which is good. Even some of those lesser well-known brands from China, technically 8BitDo is that, but it's a better known brand. Even they have started to do that as well, which is nice, you know, those cheaper Joy-Con stuff you can buy. It's cool. Another thing, like, you know, you would have problems with Xbox and Sony. Like Xbox and Sony they just wouldn't give you the certificates and they just wouldn't work, right? Not even with software updates. You would have to buy all new peripherals and everything. So it's great. A lot of the third-party controller options are working. That's what I'm using here. So the point I bring that up is I'm obviously not getting the misclicks here because I'm using the Mayflash and Xbox One controller. Bluetooth version. Alright, so far, seems to be running okay. I don't know, was that stutter or was that camera jitter? I think it was camera jitter. Oh, missed it. I missed it again.
Sonic!
Tails!
This is definitely the chemical plant, but we're not remotely on West Side Island.
Yeah, I think this
Did
looks
that
furry,
monster
right?
do this?
We'll figure it out later. Our friends come first.
Or is it unstable 60? I don't know. All right, I made the mistake last time of when we played this. I spent too much time in Generations, and then as soon as I got to what we got to do, we got to change versions. And I got to Generations, and I was like, wow, this is great. Why did I spend so much time on Generations? Obviously, Generations is great, but you know, didn't realize how good Shadow was gonna be. It's so good. I still think they should release it separately with like more content, you know, because it's not long enough to be a full price game by itself, right? Because I bet you like a lot of people don't know, like there's like a brand new game within this package, and it's so good. I think I made this comment in our Sonic first look when we did it on next gen. I was so hyped for 2.5D Sonic when it first was a thing. So over it now. We've had the resurgence of proper 2D, right? Like Sonic Mania and that. At the time, originally during PSVR, it was like, oh my god, you could see the grass and the individual petals. Wait, what are they? They're not leaves. Petals? Blades. Individual blades, even. Man, grass expert out here. Covered enough farming and mowing games. You would think so. But yeah, now I'm so over it. 2D for life. Like if they was gonna make a new one, right? That's what I would want them to do. Like keep the 3D parts because those are good. Like, you know, just give us more levels of that, and then just drop the 2.5D and just give us proper 2D. It's Amy and the juddery sparkles. Not her, that was the fact.
You saved me, Sonic. I have always thought that you were cute, but did you get cuter?
It
Sonic!
would be great if it was the other version, so you can get some cheeky reply. Alright. When you clear a stage, you'll earn points based on rank you earn. These points can be traded for skills you can get. Okay. Alright, you can get artwork, unlock new skills and stuff. We ain't got time for any of that. No, let's go change to this version first.
Tricks by jumping off trick jump panels. You can also perform freestyle tricks with rainbow rings.
Actually, no, I said there was some drama around like paid upgrades and things like that, and Sega's not giving you the option. I mean, forget like paid upgrade. How about even giving you the free upgrade option? There's like not new content here, right? It's just runs better, higher, like better art assets and things like that. So like any option would be nice. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I missed it. I was about to say, I'm not speaking, the concentration is real. No, it wasn't. Come on. Oh, missed it. Am I gonna survive? Nope. Alright, there's no excuse for that. I'm tired, okay? I've been trying to cover the Switch 2 launch line. I've got so much to cover. Please. I need excuses. Yeah, generally been a bit of a stressful launch for all content creators and press outlets and all that, because, you know, no early access to hardware, and we're just relying on like deliveries from Amazon, whatever, and it's like, you know, sold out everywhere, so it's not been the easiest launch to cover. And then also, it was around the time of Summer Game Fest, E3, whatever you want to call it now. Do it one more time. Do it one more time. Watch, and we're turning the game off. No, we're not, but like, hey, I gotta stop pressing the boost.
Stay in the sections that look stable.
You mean like that? Alright, if I can find there. You know, actually, we're back out here because I really do want to cover Shadow Generations. It's so good. I originally, when we played this, I wanted to cover this because of this game, but I didn't realize how good Shadow Generations would be. Like, it eclipses even Sonic Generations, but Sonic Generations is a great game. So yeah, it seems like it's running fine there. I didn't. Maybe one or two hitches. I don't know if that was like during camera pans though, or if that was a frame rate hitch. But so far, the hour we played, it seemed totally fine. Those cutscenes though, they seemed a bit. I don't know what frame rate they were running at, but I don't think it was stable 60. Maybe there was lower frame rate 30. I'm not sure. But every time you unlock one of your friends and you see the stars and the glitter, it looks juddery. So other than that though, inside gameplay, it seems totally fine. Yeah, let's switch over to start the show. All right, so let's jump in. It's giving us a Nintendo eShop icon there. Again, I think that's to buy the DLC for the paid for the like movie time and stuff and all that. So here you got way more options. They changed the controls also because you get way more moves than that later on in the game. I've turned the sound effects volume a little bit down. And then here you go. I was talking about the two options you have. You got performance and quality. So I've got it in performance here because that's what we're here for, and that's like the reason we are here. Actually, now I'd say that. I don't want to say that. Let's double check it. That's the reason we are here All here for that 60 FPS. All right, so let's just jump.
Shadow the Hedgehog, the lone dark warrior who judges the world by his own code. The past will return to haunt him.
All right, okay. I'm a Shadow fan, right? After completing the game when we covered it last year, but so I need to ask YouTube and Twitch chat this. Okay, I'm not trying to bait engagement. I swear to God, like legit question: is Shadow cool, or am I just saying he's cool now because this game was so good? He wasn't great in the third movie. But you know, I guess a good game could do that, right? Like I was hardcore into Pokemon, played the latest one. I just fell off hard because the game wasn't that good, and it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Sorry, the performance did, not, you know.
Can I meet him?
I believe so.
Chat goes Shadows being cool.
It is time to awaken.
Maybe
the
it just
ultimate
needed a
life.
good game for me to finally pay
Welcome to the
attention, right?
world. Shadow.
Because even after I was making the thumbnails and all that for the original video, I was like, wait, all the Shadow artwork and everything I'm seeing is he's so cool, man. His fur is got 2 colors and everything. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm ready to calm down. I'm geeking out a bit too much here.
Shadow, this is Rouge. Do you copy?
Shadow here. I copy.
Are
Imagine,
you
like, it's like
still aboard the Ark?
here, Shadow here with new graphics going
Arrived
into
at
the old
space
cutscene.
colony an hour ago.
Well, you're missing the birthday party.
Chat goes the Scarlet Violet. Yeah, Scarlet Violet. They did a free patch, 60 FPS. You got a reason to
Gun
go.
detected an unusual
Living
piracy
Dex is on the way. If anybody's interested in that,
Not
those
able to
videos will be up on
eliminate
Twitch.
Any possible threat.
There's free food.
They were amazing now. But it just even shows more of how, like how not good the graphics are, to put it politely. 'Cause the performance is still stable, but they're still popping. That's the only thing. But people are just like, oh, actually the artwork.
I won't let you get away.
All right, let's go. Speaking about artwork that is actually good, this. Oh, the speed. All right, all right, press that to boost. Okay, I can't read. I'm so excited. What else we got? As we jump. All right, got it. So yeah, they changed it here. You don't double press B to lock on. You have to press. You have to press another button, which you'll find out later why. And initially, I was like, oh man, I got like muscle memory. Why did they do that? But then later on, you find out that they add so many extra moves that it makes sense.
Let's do this.
All right, come on. First on new ability. Oops, missed that. Actually, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did give this my game of the... Oh, wait. I want to catch that so I can show off to... enemies can be... Okay, that's not what I thought that was. Maybe I can't remember because it's been such a long year already. I think I might have given this game a year. Alright. While the chaos gauge is at max, press ZL to activate chaos control. Use freeze. Okay. Actually, I think I did.
All right. This is the ultimate power.
I don't know how this game sold, especially with the DLC they've got for the movie. I wonder if the movie helped this game or not. Again, like my biggest oh my god, my biggest criticism is like this is hid away in Sonic Generations. A lot of people might not even know there's a brand new game in this package. Game deserved better than that. It deserved, you know, release it for like 25 as a 20 as a separate game. Could Sonic do that? I don't think so. Fact is, they're waiting for their boy Silver to get his game. Wait, hold on. I'm not down with Sonic lore after Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Like I tuned out of Sonic. I'm boomer. Like, you know, Sega Mega Drive was my Sonic, and then after I was like, nah, I'm out. Who this? And I have to like show chat some respect and listen to them now, which I never do. But like they were right about Shadow, so now I'm like, okay, wait. There's other cooler characters that they introduced that I have to be aware of. Oh, this game is so good. Missed it. Faster, more speed. Yeah, so it's unfortunate, like playing this portably with the Joy-Cons, and that issue that I was having with the LNR, because they turn them into mouse controls, right? Those buttons like curve around the controller too much, so I had to change the way I grip the Switch 2 portably, because I was getting so much misclicks with the L button in Shadow Generations. I was like, wait, I was like worried. I was like, wait, have I got a stick drift already? What's going on here? Why does he keep going left? And then I was like looking at my hand, what was going on. I was like, oh my god, my index finger is like resting on the LNR. That's what you do, right? You basically can't do that. You got, I'm saying average size hands. I haven't got bigger hands. And the thing is, the conversation around the mouse controls on the Switch 2, because we're going to cover a game next week that uses it, so we'll test it ourselves. But generally, I'm hearing good things. Like people saying, well, actually, it works very well. But then are a lot of games going to use it? So if a lot of games don't use it, and they made the controllers with the LNR, like being able to get accidental misclicks because they want to use them as a mouse button, but then a lot of games don't use the mouse mode, that's going to be double whammy. It's like, what? Alright, chat is telling me about hold on, about Silver Law. If I lose on Lemon chat, hold on, I'm trying to multitask. There's a third main hedgehog. He's like Trunks from DBZ. Imagine saying that like I know DBZ. I don't know. That is not like an insult on DBZ. I know the fighting games. It's just there's too many episodes for me to catch up on. That and Naruto. Because they can't wait for Smash to use mouse controls. Don't give them ideas. Like you could imagine. Like if no third-party publisher uses them outside of the builders and the 4X games, right? Like your Civ and all that. Like Nintendo would do it where they would make the games themselves and force them upon.
The fake Chaos Emerald Tails made to foil the Doctor's plans. Even I have a hard time distinguishing between the two of them.
Yeah, cutscenes run at like higher frame rate here than better Generations. Man, this game is so good. It kind of shows you the cracks in Generations and makes Generations look a bit bad. I feel bad for Generations now. Generations was the GOAT of 3D Sonic games. Shadow came and made himself look cooler than Sonic, and he's like, yo, I can make better games than you too. All right, so again, if you didn't see our video of when we covered this on Next Gen, like that's the big thing they also introduced here is rather than side scrolling left and right and picking your levels, they introduced like a mini overworld, which is like full of content and ways to explore. So it's just not even throwaway. It's like 20% of the new game is, oh, they give you a 3D overworld that you use to get from point A to B and access other levels. It's actually pretty good. And I can say that in review purposes because I completed this game. I think I might have done it on stream. I say that because it's funny because I don't have time to complete games. All right, should we go talk to Shadow? What's in the overall? Like, obviously, other than getting around to find secrets and how to get your keys and how to unlock them to do the boss stuff, there's not much to. There is like full gameplay because it's like full platforming levels, but like collectible wise, just like art and music. Like if you look here, you find boxes like this all over the place. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure people want to see the performance. But here you can start to see though, like how did they make it run at 60 FPS, even though the Switch 2 is more powerful. Like you can see the lower resolution and the aliasing. Like look at the tower, right? Whatever they call it. I forgot the name of it.
Something calls to me.
And look at the rails. You can see kind of aliasing on them. I was playing this off stream. There was a better example. I'm trying to think what it was now. All right, let's do that. But I'm not knocking it. I'll take it. You could lower the resolution. 60 FPS is so important in this game. So that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're curious, like, how did they do it? We don't pixel count here, so I can't tell you exactly what it is. I'm sure there's dedicated channels who would do that, but we're just more worried about performance here. And does it feel good? Do I see any major starters?
Chaos control.
That's right, he's got the Mario butt stomp, which they actually didn't tell you. Or maybe they did, I wasn't. Yeah, even his 2D levels are good. Like, they're fun to play. Phase that gets hit with a ring. I'll just compliment you, video game. Give me a bit of leeway. That is happy finally there's somebody English who's streaming Shadow Generations. I mean, it was the first game we decided to stream as well. It's like the most important one. Like, legitimately, I think there's this and Hogwarts are, you know, like they fit the platform better as well. That's why, like, a lot of people are talking about Cyberpunk and all that, but like, you know, it really fit that platform. This is like, this and Hogwarts are the two third-party games. If you haven't got them from, if you didn't get them from Switch One, are the games to get, right? So far, so good. It's running fine. I mean, maybe non-English streamers appreciate it. I'm the only English streamer that does. The English dialogue streamer, spoken streamer that does. Some foreign language streamers got taste. That's what it is. Everybody out here playing Mario Kart.
This power.
Hold ZR in the air to glide. The boost gauge will be depleted while gliding.
Chaos control.
Get me to that.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I complete, we could probably talk like spoiler. I mean, it's not spoilery, but like, I guess the bits I didn't like about the game were like probably in relation to some of the powers, because I would say like it didn't need them, and most of them you don't really use as powers as in gameplay. You use some of them in the overworld. There's like very limited where you use them just to get from like very situational. Like there's the combat power you get, which you're going to see in a while, which is great. I wish they would have used it more in the game. That's the only power that they give you that is not a traversal mechanic. Like later on you get some stuff to move in water that you like need. You can't get to other sections in the overworld map, but like maybe they could have done more with that. They decide to make a full game. No, but I think the level design for 2D and 3D is so good. I'm just like complimenting so much. I'm saying it didn't need it, like legitimately didn't need it. Like a backhanded compliment, I'm saying. All right, so far seems stable.
What was that new power? I've never done anything like that before. It's not something I should normally be able to do, yet it felt natural.
So look at the shadows on him. They seem a bit flickery, right? So that's how they probably, you know, learned the, as you can see. I think that's what I spotted earlier and look at the elazing on his legs. Look at the jaggies. You can see again, like how are they getting to 60, right? You're curious.
Maria, wait.
Maria? No. She's gone. I'm seeing things. Maria!
Shadow, I beg of you. Please, do it for me.
Maria?
For all the people on that planet. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
I need to stay focused. Deal with the problem at hand, not chase dreams.
Like I'm looking at the white hair on his chest, but I think that's art. Artistically, that looks like that, right? I think that was similar on series. All right, speaking about them powers. Doom gears can't unlock special powers. Locked inside power sealing devices. Go find these. All right. All right.
Something calls to me.
No! No!
Oh wait, maybe cutscenes are 30 here as well. That seemed. Maybe we just haven't had a cutscene that is like very animated, so I didn't realize. Maybe that's 30 as well. Shoot multiple kills with spears. All right. You can. All right, got it. Turns into Panzer Dragoon. Speaking of Panzer Dragoon, we're gonna have a video of that as well. That runs way better. All right. So let's come to the actual weakest part of this game. I like praised everything about this game. The boss fights are weak. They don't get better later on. Unfortunately, that's the only thing they could genuinely improve. Keep evading bio lizard attacks until there's an opening. Watch its movement closely to find.
End your suffering. It's no use. You can't keep facing me.
I can't remember it having so much bumps, or maybe that's a good place to test it. Actually, like the texture of his skin. That seems.
Your energy is still unstable. You need to target the life support grid on its back.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bit of shimmering on the texture on him. Maybe that's why I didn't notice it before we was playing the series. I don't know if that shimmer is meant to be there though. Maybe that's artistic.
You think those will stop me? Mutation. Let's do this. I already know your weakness.
Actually, this boss wasn't bad compared to some of the later bosses. It wasn't that annoying. The later ones are. Says that, brings out big wings. How much you gonna annoy me right now? How much you gonna annoy me right now? Okay. Sorry, looking at my trick shot. Oh, it's weird that he brings up boxing gloves. I learned something fascinating that day. We've been speaking about Pokemon all day. You know, there's a Pokemon who's a crab and he's got boxing gloves. You know that's based off of press X to use Chaos Spear, hold it to lock on. You know that's based off of a real life crab, and I think it's called the boxer crab. I think that's the right name for it. And it literally has got spikes. And it, okay, hold on. Let me do this now. Explain.
This is the ultimate power.
Where is it? There it is.
Take this.
Right, from the button. Yeah, it's a crab. It picks up like a living or. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Chat goes, yeah, it's cool. It looks more like a cheerleader. So yeah, it picks up annealments. I forgot what they're called. It's like little the right word for them, like barbed tentacles. That is another living creature and it picks them up in his claws and it uses them as boxing gloves. Like, legitimately. If anything tries to bite it, it just touches it with those spikes. Yeah, it's fascinating that that Pokemon was based off of a real creature. I mean, most Pokemon are, but that one seemed like, I was like, oh, this Pokemon that has boxing gloves is so silly. It's a crab. No, it's legit. Anyway, back to this. This is where it opens up way more now.
I would expect nothing less from my finest creation.
Finest creation? Black Doom. I destroyed you once. I will do it again.
Doom gears can't unlock special. Wait, what we did we unlock now? That one up here?
Something calls to me.
But this is the one that gives us the ability to glide on water, I think it was, right? The stingray, whatever.
No. No.
I just realized though, how much could this be a ripoff of Venom, basically?
More easily now.
Where are we going? No. Oh, I should. Okay, I was like, oh, I should show some of that off, but I loaded it in. The area, I mean. Okay, so this is probably the best set of levels in the game. They look the best. They run the best. The puzzles are the best. This is peak this game. And it's funny because this art style, what was their last, I forgot the name of it now, the last 3D Sonic game that everybody was raving about. Like, this clearly borrows some of the same art style assets even of that. Yeah, but this is peak Sonic Generations. I don't know if they make better 3D Sonic levels than this right here. That's crazy high praise, right? I mean, clearly they didn't have enough faith in this product themselves because they put it as a little add-on to the other game. Like, maybe they didn't even realize how good this was. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers, that's right. That's good. You mean Sonic Frontier? Press L not to search. You mean Sonic Frontiers borrowed from this? For sure. If we want to praise this too much, no, but it's the other way around though, right? This came out afterwards. This level's from a previous game. Oh, it probably is, but I'm saying like like the graphic assets, right? It reminds me so much of Frontiers. Is the actual full level design and everything from a previous game? I don't know. I don't play that much. Sonic Is it like based on one of the actual above our asset of Frontiers? Is it based off actually another Sonic game? Also, there's a lot of secrets on this level as well because you can take alternate paths. Oh, actually, maybe it is. Now that I think of it, this is from what was the adventure? This is Sonic Adventure, right? Because going through that, breaking through that glass, actually, I think that might be Sonic Adventure. All right, I messed it up. I messed it up. I messed it up. What do I do? I'm blaming chat. We was too busy discussing the level. That says Sonic 06. Wait, what's Sonic 06? That would be Adventure 2. Wow, do that again. That is the around that time, right? What? Sonic 06. Wow, that's even more insulting to Sonic Team then. Are we saying, yo, the best Sonic level, 3D Sonic level they made was in 06? I wonder if this plays exactly like the design and everything is exactly the same. Oh, I gotta go back and check that now. And the best Sonic, 2D Sonic. I mean, some people say Mania is the best Sonic. I say like it's between 2 and 3. So that means Sonic definitely ain't getting better then. Oh, chat goes, it was just called Sonic the Hedgehog and came out in 2006. That's why, hence Sonic 2006. Okay. Missed it. They wanted you to press it before Pro Streamer. I missed every single one. That's impressive, that is. Look how great this level looks. Look at it. I should have gone the top way so we can appreciate it. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Let's do this.
Amazing. I can't even use the right stick to. Oh no, chat goes, well, that was Silver's debut as well. Really? Chat goes, that game was absolutely awful though. No one talks about it. I have to go back and play. I have to go back and check it out now to see if the level design was exactly that. All right, was the 2D level here just as nice? I can't remember. Hold on. So far, yes. swear there was a secret. No? Maybe I'm wrong. So smooth.
Chaos control.
Can I get through? No. Oh, that was a waste.
Let's do this.
Flesh Jochish. Why didn't I use my ability?
No. All right. Freeze. Let's do this. Chaos control. All right. This is the ultimate power. Let's do this. Freeze.
No, I missed it. Yes, seriously, best Sonic set of levels ever made, 2D and 3D. Amazing. Amazing. I want to actually say like thrilling to play as well. So good. So good. This is peak. Actually goes down like they can't beat this, so it goes a little bit downhill from here because this was the best level in the game. Later on some of the bosses get a little bit more tedious. That was the best this game has to offer. So good. So good. Yeah, so we've been playing for a couple of hours again. This is the second time we're covering this game. We covered the next gen version. If you're interested in that, there's a video up on the channel. Yeah, Switch 1 wasn't the way to play this game, right? Because 60 FPS was so important, especially for Shadow Generations. So it's great now that they've got that option there. You can play it in quality or performance, and that performance, it seemed to be running absolutely fine. I didn't see hardly, maybe like a hitch to here or there, but I couldn't even tell if that was because the camera is moving, if that was a camera hitch or if that was a drop here or there. But it seems to be pretty solidly locked at 60, and was the same for Sonic Generations as well. Obviously cutscenes are still at lower frame rate. The way they managed to get this to 60, you can see there is a shimmering on certain objects and aliasing issues, right? So clearly, like, they had to lower the resolution, like not to, like, you know, disgusting levels where it looks bad or anything like that, but clearly you can see that that's how they did it. But again, for these games, 60 FPS is so important. Run absolutely great here. I played a little bit portably. They seem to be running fine there. If I'm, like, all honesty, I wasn't like looking that hard. It was just testing for like how soft the image looks rather than for performance, because, you know, I don't think the because I was having that issue with the Joy-Cons where I think the L and R buttons come round too much because they wanted to use them as mouse control, so I was getting misclicks. So I just didn't want to play it portably. Again, that's not a fault of this game, right? That's just fault of the Joy-Cons that we'll probably discuss in our full review. So yeah, this finally feels great now. The only, you know, fly in the ointment and the only little bit of disappointment is, again, if you did buy this on Switch 1, there is no upgrade options, or there is no free upgrade. From what I understand, you would have to buy it totally again, which is a shame. I wish Sega do something about that. But if you didn't pick this up, which a lot of people probably didn't, because they knew that, you know, this Switch 1 version wasn't the way to play these, right? I can thankfully say that, yeah, no, this is a great way to play this collection now, especially Shadow Generations. Such a great game. So yeah, there you have it. Shorter video will go up on YouTube, longer video will be up on Twitch. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Have you played this? Did you play this on next gen consoles? Are you picking this up on Switch now? Speaking of those other videos, we dropped an unboxing video, and we're going to be doing a couple of first looks at the Switch 2 launch lineup. So if you're interested, subscribe, keep an eye on the channel. Other than that, though, we're going to call it this one. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.